What is the next biggest thing other than a battleship? Space! Well, that is only a plot device, and the rest of it is on a train. Wait, what? Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. If all the awesome villains from Part 1 are dead, who does that leave us with? Oh, yeah, that's right, the unlikable characters. The plot! When a satellite in orbit with enough power to blow planes out of the sky and burn cities to a crisp is hacked by a former government official, the baddies behind it do the logical thing and hijack a train, hold everyone hostage, and use the public transportation as a home base. Wait, what? And of course, who other on the train than Steven Seagal, who is riding back to somewhere with his niece to attend his brother's funeral. Gee, I wonder who is going to save the day. If Seagal didn't even want any part of it, then you know this is going to be a troubled production, let alone a troubled film. I'll start off with the positives. The action is solid, but this was now after Jurassic Park, so you know there was going to be CGI to fuck up some epic kills and other effects. Okay, back to the positives. The main villain is awesome, however, he isn't as loony or likable as any of the baddies from the first. And he is also the only decent villain in the movie. Okay, back to the positives. It is consistent with the first by bringing back some of the characters from that movie. Although the characters do the exact same thing as they did in the first. Seagal fights terrorists and doesn't get hurt badly at all. The man who was responsible for Tommy Lee Jones's rage does not get caught again, even though he tries to save his own hide. Why must this movie make me constantly contradict every positive thing I have to say about it? The acting is mostly decent, but the characters have no depth or development past their own constant bickering. The only character I found remotely funny was the nerdy guy, who tries to state his own opinion and basically gets told to shut up each time. The satellite in space is so advanced, it has Google fucking Maps, pretty much. Yes, you heard me right, it's Google Maps in the mid-90s. That's it, this movie is way ahead of its time. 5 stars, no problem. The gore, we get severed fingers, blood squibs, and lots of fighting. Not as bloody as the first, but it's still fun to witness. The musical score, this is much like the first movie's music, but this time not even the soundtrack is worth mentioning. What a disappointing sequel to an okay movie. And for every good thing it does, it acquires 10 things wrong. The only redeeming things are the action and the main villain. As a whole, the movie is very entertaining, much like the first. Still, I cannot within good conscience give it a higher rating than the one I'm about to give it, even if the budget is higher. $60 million is a pretty penny. Overall, I give Under Siege 2 Dark Territory a 2 out of 5. It definitely succeeds at being an entertaining popcorn flick, but fails at being just a decent film. It's just fun, not good. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.